It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Rams. And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 24.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Well, Charles, September is here. The 2023 season just about to get started. So many storylines to pay attention to. What are you most keeping an eye on as the start of the season moves closer?
Well, partner, I'm glad you asked because we're going to start, obviously, Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. That's a huge story. How about Kansas City? Could they win their third title in 5 years? We know some teams are trying to get there. Buffalo, Cincinnati, Philadelphia, San Francisco, all should contend. And how about some of those sleeper teams? I think the Chargers of Pittsburgh in the AFC, Carolina, Detroit in the NFC, it's going to be an exciting season.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Pickett didn't quite lead Pittsburgh to the promised land in his first season as the hometown kid and franchise quarterback, but he did impress once he got in the field. Winning 7 games helped keep the vaunted streak of non-losing seasons alive in the Steel City.
Off play action, Pickett. That one complete downfield to Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Show him a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Pickett. It's complete to Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw, Pickett. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 28. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
So here are the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford, the Rams won it all in Super Bowl 56, but last season was a stark contrast to that. The Rams need their quarterback to recapture his form from 2 seasons ago to spark another postseason run.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 33, here's second down and a yard. Now Stafford. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first down.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Ogunjobi fit in well with the black and gold, even if his 1.5 sacks were his lowest since his rookie season. The Steelers, they gave him a new 3-year deal to continue to be a space eater in the middle of the defensive line.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Stafford. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, they're back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On second down, this is Harris. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result, because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, Presley Harvin on to punt for the Steelers. Back deep for the Rams is Tutu Atwell. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. That's complete to Skoranek out left. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Stafford. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 13.
Pickett back to throw. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Pickett. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt.
It's fielded at the 45. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Cameron Hayward getting upfield to make the stop.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And it's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford.
And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Ethan Evans on now to punt.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs.
At their own 15.
Now Pickett. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Pickett back to the air on second down. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I tell you what, 3rd and 10, you look over, and you've got that punt team getting loose on the sideline, so that puts added importance on this play. You certainly don't want to see them on the field, and after a couple of incompletions, 3rd time's the charm as they get the hook up here and pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris.
And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. And partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coach is always talking about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
Now they'll send Kupp in motion right.
On first down at Stafford.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver.
And it's second down. Here's Stafford.
Short throw, it's Higbee.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. Here now, 2nd and 4. Now it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Stafford now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Cup. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Stafford. This is caught by Robinson. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. This is caught. He's got it. Touchdown. DeMarcus Robinson. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it as we resume action. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. they have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence, haven't allowed a point yet, flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here's Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Rams getting set to go now. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 70-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll go again here with Akers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Alex Highsmith simply would not be stopped on that play.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 20-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. From the red zone now, Stafford. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
There they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They'll run here with Akers. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They tried the fade there to the back corner, and Charles, you know very well that can be hard to stay in bounds on that route.
So difficult because you have to start the route to give yourself enough space to actually fade away from the defender and stay in bounds, just as you described. If the defender's able to take away that little bit of cushion, it's often hard.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Demarcus Robinson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're...
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Harris running straight ahead. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Here's a 2nd and 5. Pickett back to throw. His throw incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he's caught by Johnson. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pickett. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Pickett right back to the air again. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Pickett sets up play action. And it's caught. And he's brought down. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good. And that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Now that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Boswell's kick is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking good.
They'll try to continue to be locked in here as we get ready to approach halftime. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Throwing is Stafford. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee, and it's 3rd and short. Now Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Ethan Evans now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, the return is Olszewski. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Pickett will look to throw it here. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Setting up the screen, Harris. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Back to throw. Pickett. Quick throw there is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. And that one complete downfield to Cup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. Marr able to put this one through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, back to you guys in just a moment, but welcome everyone to our Creative Village studios in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right,
we saw
Coach,
a vintage
thank
first
you,
half
and we welcome
from the veteran
everyone
Matthew
back
Stafford.
for quarter number 3.
He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
(17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second and 6. Here's Stafford. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Beat us straight up. Ready to roll? We're rolling, boys. Time to go get sticks.
Stafford. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Rams first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. Going right back to Akers. Ooh, the juke. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
He's got Higbee complete right side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want to catch the football first.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And effective running here. They'll take it down inside the 10. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on third down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And his throw here is incomplete. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Pickett now on first down. Completes this one to Pickens.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Pickett back to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now Pickett.
Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
So from the 26-yard line, here's a second down and 4. Pickett. Again, it's Johnson. And Johnson going to have a Steelers first down as he takes it down to the 20-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Robinson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Steelers are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Short throw. It's Higbee. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's going to have a Rams first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Stafford. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, this is Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second and 7. From the gun, here's Stafford. A quick pass to Kupp. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. On the handoff, it's Akers. 83 yards on the ground for him so far. This 2nd and 4. Here's Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll be brought down just outside the red zone. Mark him at the 21.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Rams have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw, Pickett. Open man, there's Darnell Washington. First target, first catch, and a first down. Back to throw, Pickett. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down, here's Pickett. Slant route, and he's got Freiermuth. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Here's Pickett. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate plays for an offense.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And Freiermuth going to have a Steelers first down as the tackle made down at the 33. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Back to throw. Pickett. And here's Freiermuth again.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They run for it with Harris. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's smart, baby. Let's go. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run this with Akers. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll run here with Akers. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Guys, ready to get it on right now? That's right, dog.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll go again here with Akers. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. Second and 11. Now a run with Akers. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. So the LA Rams with a victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Southern California.